Promethean ActivPanel Orientation. Your ActivPanel will be installed by a certified Promethean installer. This orientation will give you a tour of your panel connections and the award-winning ActivInspire software. Let's get started. First, let's look at how your panel connects to your computer. You will connect your ActivPanel by locating the HDMI and USB connections under the bottom left portion of your panel. The Touch USB connects from the panel to the computer and is what will allow Touch to work. And the HDMI cable connects from the computer to the panel, and this is how your computer will project to the device. If you need to use VGA instead of HDMI, you can locate the VGA connections on the back side of the panel. If you're facing the back of the panel, the connections will be located to the upper left. The VGA cable connects from the computer to the panel. You will also want to connect the audio, which allows you to hear sound through the panel speakers. Connect your audio from the computer to the panel. When you are ready to power on your board, make sure your power cable is connected to the panel and the opposite end is plugged into the wall or surge protector. Flip the power switch to the on position. If you are facing the front of the panel, the power switch is located on the right side of the panel. Your panel has 10 points of touch, but you may also choose to use the Promethean digital pen to interact with the ActivPanel. The digital pen will allow you to annotate and hover in addition to performing typical touch screen commands. You can quickly switch between the digital pen and touch functionality without having to make a selection in software. Use the pen button to right-click. The digital pen makes using real-life pen tasks natural on an interactive display and creates a faster writing and navigation experience. The digital pen also has hover capability. Within proximity of the surface, the pointer appears for improved performance and tooltips. The digital pen offers the capability to assign different ink colors to students to track their work as they annotate and work together at the display, which allows you to track student contributions. The lightweight curved design feels natural in both the left and right hands and offers convenient storage and portability. The pen pot holder attached to the ActivPanel keeps the pen safe and it extends battery life. You will need to follow the picture tutorial to install the battery for your digital pen. First, you would use a screwdriver to open the back panel. Then detach the back panel. Next, you would insert the battery. Reattach the back panel and then use a screwdriver to hold the panel in place. You will also need to bind your pen to have it work smoothly with your panel. To do this, you should select the control panel and select the panel. Then select Add Pens. Press the tip and the barrel button on your pen at the same time. Hold until you see one pen added. Then click Finish. Pen and touch are not expected to be used at the same time. Each panel comes equipped with a remote to power your panel on and off. You may wish to refer to the manual for the remote's various uses. Each remote will need 2 AAA batteries installed to power the remote. You should always unplug the power cable before cleaning the ActivPanel. Do not use solvents such as alcohol, rosin, or toluene to clean the ActivTouch panel. These types of chemicals may damage the housing. Use 100% cotton cloth or microfiber cloth for cleaning. If the remote control or bezel is dirty to the point where you cannot simply dry wipe it, please lightly dampen the cleaning fabric with clean water, and then clean and dry the ActivPanel. Your ActivPanel comes with Promethean's award-winning ActivInspire software, which helps teachers bring lessons to life with rich, powerful activities and the ability to blend real-time assessment and real-world experience into the learning process. If you are opening the ActivInspire software for the first time, you may need to set your settings to allow touch and pen. To do so, click File, then select your Settings tab. Select Dual Mode Active Boards. Adjust the setting shown to touch and active pen. Towards the top of the Edit Profile box, click Save. You do not have to complete this step with an OS-compatible Mac. What is a flip chart? A flip chart is a series of slides or pages that make up a presentation, very similar to a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. But flip charts include a variety of interactive strategies, and they are designed for students to use. This is your dashboard. You may have noticed it launched when you open your software. To prevent the dashboard from opening upon launch, uncheck the Show Dashboard window on startup, then click Close. It's your choice whether you want the dashboard to open, but educators often ask us how to keep the dashboard closed. Next, we're going to look at browsers. To do this, we need to go to View, Browsers. The default browser is the page browser, but there are 6 other browsers available: the Resource Browser, the Object Browser, the Notes Browser, the Property Browser, the Action Browser, and the Voting Browser. Let's begin by clicking on the Notes Browser. Since there are notes associated with this page, you will see the Notes icon in the upper right-hand corner. If there aren't any notes associated with a page, then the icon will not appear. Let's close out of this browser. Remember, to reopen a browser, you simply need to click View and then Browsers. You can also use the shortcut Control-B. Now let's check out the main menu. The main menu defaults to the upper left corner. It contains access to many actions and interface customization options, as well as tools not available on the default toolbox. Just a few of the tools you're going to use often: Open, which allows you to open another flip chart; Open Recent, which allows you to open a flip chart you've recently used; Save, to save your work; and Print, to print your work. Next, we'll look at the flip chart tabs. When a flip chart file is open, the tab for that flip chart defaults to the upper middle of the screen. As you can see, I currently have 2 flip charts open. Now let's look at some basic page info. I've already shown you the page notes icon. Right next to the page notes icon, you will find the page scale options, which allows you to scale your page to the size you need. Next to the page scale options, you'll see the full screen button, which allows you to view your flip chart at full screen. Next to the full screen icon, you will see the toggle screen icon, which allows you to toggle from your flip chart to your desktop. Now let's look at the main toolbox. The main toolbox is where you will find the majority of your tools, such as the pen, shape, and text tool. Finally, we've gotten to the trash can, which by default appears in the lower right-hand corner. You may click and drag the trash can wherever you would like it, or you can close it out altogether. Once you've closed your trash can out, if you need to reopen it, simply click on View, Flip Chart Trash Can, and it will reopen wherever you left it. To navigate or flip through your flip chart, you will use the arrows located on your toolbar. These arrows are referred to as your previous and next page arrows. To go to the next page or a previous page, you click the arrows. When you are at the end of a flip chart, you may click the next page arrow and will add a page to the end of your flip chart each time you click the next page arrow. Saving a flip chart is similar to saving a Word or PowerPoint document. To save your flip chart, click the main menu button, then click File, you may choose Save or Save As. You may also choose to use the Save shortcut, which is Control-S. Objects created with the pen or highlighter tool are called annotations. As soon as you open a flip chart, you're ready to annotate. Annotations default to the top layer of your flip chart page. You can use the pen tool to write on your flip chart page as you would a regular pen. To activate the pen tool, click on the pen icon in the main toolbar. As you can see, when the tool is active, its background will be highlighted. Choose the color of your pen by clicking on your choice in the color palette. Change the width of your pen by clicking on one of the standard preset width numbers in the main toolbox, or by sliding the pen width slider. The highlighter works exactly the same as the pen tool, except the highlighter places a layer of translucent color on the flip chart page. The eraser tool deletes any annotated object. You can delete the annotation completely or break it into separate objects and keep the remaining parts. To delete annotations using the eraser tool, make sure your eraser tool is clicked to cause it to be active, then select the width of the eraser with the slider. Click and drag over the annotation to delete all or part of it. Notice the eraser tool only deletes annotated objects. It will have no effect on other object types. The Clear tool allows you to specifically select the parts of the page you wish to clear. Select the Clear tool, then select Clear Annotations. Notice our annotations and just our annotations have disappeared. Now we're going to select the Clear tool, and this time we're going to select Clear Objects. Now all of the objects on the page have disappeared. If you'd like those annotations and objects to return, select the Undo tool. And if you'd like them to disappear again, you can select the Redo tool. You can utilize the Fill tool to change the entire background of a page. Click on the Fill tool icon, select a color, then click on the page. You can also use the Fill tool to change the color of text on the page. The process is similar. Click the Fill tool, select the color you wish to change the text, then click the text. The Shape tool is used to add shapes to a flip chart. Click on the Shape tool, then select the shape you wish to add to your page. Now that we have selected the Shape tool, we have two color palettes available to us. Click on the main color palette to select the outline color. Click on the secondary palette to select the fill color. Then click and drag. There is a really fun tool that is unique to ActivInspire that allows you to edit shape points. To utilize the tool, first click on your Select tool, then click on the shape you have just created. Next, click on the Edit Shape Points icon. Grab one of the black squares and move it where you'd like it. Now you've created your own unique shape. To insert text into a flip chart, click the text icon. Then click on the flip chart and begin typing. Once you've selected the text icon, your text toolbar will open, giving you the options to manipulate your text. Notice the toolbar looks very similar to the Microsoft Word toolbar. In order to edit text you've already typed, highlight the text you wish to edit, and then manipulate your text. I'm going to bold mine, change the size, and change the color. As you can see, you have many more options to choose from. When your students are manipulating items on your page, that changes your flip charts. Make sure you've saved your flip chart before students begin manipulating it. When students are finished with your flip chart and you're ready for the next class to utilize it, you would press the Reset Page button to refresh your page to how it was last saved. It's really important that you make sure the flip chart has been saved before you click the refresh button. Otherwise, you will end up with a blank flip chart. To delete items from your flip chart, you can use the flip chart trash can. Click on the item you wish to delete, and then click the trash can to remove that item. You may also click and drag an item to the trash can. If you accidentally close your trash can, remember you simply go to View and then select the flip chart trash can. All objects on a page have editing properties. Clicking on an object, such as text, shape, or image, opens the Object Edit toolbar. The Object Edit toolbar allows you the ability to manipulate your object. You have the option to move, rotate, and delve deeper into the properties to do things like lock the object or drag a copy. You can also group items, send them forward or backward. You have the option to duplicate items. You can increase or decrease the object's size. Finally, you can edit the shape points of any shape just by clicking on the object and choosing Edit Shape Points. ActivInspire offers a series of tools to help teachers manage their classrooms. One of those tools is the Clock tool. To access the Clock tool, click on the Tools icon, then select More Tools. Then select Clock. You may choose to display your clock as an analog clock, a digital clock, or both, analog and digital. You have pausing capabilities, and you also have the ability to choose whether you want your clock to count down or count up. Once you've made this choice, click on the count down or up button, and a menu will open. Now you have the ability to decide what time you want your clock to count down from, and you have the choice to associate a sound with your time out. So when your clock runs out, if you choose a sound, the sound will play. Or after your clock times out, you can have it do nothing, turn to the next page, previous page, toggle or reveal tool, reset your page, or create a full screen snapshot which would be placed into a new flip chart page. When you no longer need your clock, simply click the red X in the right hand corner. The Revealer tool is a focusing tool that can be used to control access to information. To access the Revealer tool, click on the Tools icon on your main toolbar and select Revealer. You will repeat the steps to close the Revealer tool, or you can select the drop-down menu in the top right corner on the Revealer and select Save Revealer Position or Close. There are a series of browsers that allow you to add images, move items through the layers of a flip chart page, edit properties, or add actions. All of these browsers are housed and accessed through the browser window, We're going to take a look at a few of the browsers you will have access to. The first one is the page browser. So to open your browsers, remember, View, Browsers. By default, we automatically go to the page browser. And the page browser allows you to view the pages in your flip chart, very similarly to the page layout in Microsoft PowerPoint. You have two arrows here at the top and here at the bottom, which allow you to scroll up and down the page. There's a slide bar located in the bottom right of your page browser that allows you to change the layout between small icons or large icons. Small, large. From the page browser, you have the option to move pages or delete a page by clicking on it and hitting the delete key, or by selecting delete in the pull-down menu. There are two ways to exit your page browser. The first is to click View and uncheck Browsers. The second is to click the X in the upper left-hand corner of the page browser. The next browser we're going to talk about is the resource browser. ActivInspire has a resource library full of free-to-use images. To access these images and backgrounds, you will open the resource browser and choose the Shared Resources Library. To add an image to your page, search for the image you wish to add, then drag and drop your image, templates, or objects onto your page. Next, we're going to look at the Object Browser. The Object Browser allows you to see all objects on a flipchart page. You have the ability to click and drag objects to change their page layers and order within your flipchart page. The next browser we're going to look at is the Notes browser. You can add notes on a page by selecting the Notes browser and typing. As you can see, my page already contains notes. You can also use this format bar at the bottom to modify the text in your Notes browser. Once you add a note to your flipchart page, a little sticky note icon will appear at the top right-hand corner of your window. You can add lesson notes, specific instructions, or even answers to items on your flipchart. Adding notes is just one more way to help teachers stay organized. At Promethean, we understand that you may already have items created or have access to previously created resources. You can import PDFs and PowerPoints right into your flipcharts. To import PDFs, click File, Import, PDF. Once you've selected your PDF to import, click Open. Then you will have the option to customize the page size, choose one or all the pages that you would like to import, and you can also decide where you would like to import your PDF, either in a new flipchart or at the beginning or end of your current flipchart. Once you've made all those selections, click Import, and ActivInspire will begin importing your PDF. To import PowerPoints, click File, Import. Now you have some choices. You can either import your PowerPoint as images or import your PowerPoint as objects. Selecting to import your PowerPoint as an image will create an image that you will not be able to manipulate. This will turn your presentation into a background for your flipchart, and you will not be able to transform anything. In addition, no hyperlinks or transformations will be imported over to the flipchart. Selecting to import your PowerPoint as an object will allow you to manipulate your images and text on your flipchart, just as you did in PowerPoint. When importing, you will have to redo hyperlinks and any movement you've created. Once you've decided to import as an image or object, click on your choice, then select the PowerPoint you wish to import. Click Open, and ActivInspire will begin importing your PowerPoint into a new flipchart. To take advantage of ActivInspire's interactive math tools, select the Tools icon and Math Tools. As you can see, we have a lot of tools such as the ruler, the set square, the protractor, the compass, the XY origin, the dice roller, and the calculator. We're going to look at a few of the math tools to demonstrate their interactivity. We'll begin with the ruler. First, I'm going to move these pictures out of the way to give us more room to work. I'm going to utilize my caterpillar with my ruler tool. So I'm going to move him over and make him bigger. Let's go back to our tools, math tools, and this time we're going to select ruler. If you hover over your ruler till you get the crosshairs, you'll be able to click and drag your ruler where you need it. If you click on the folder in the middle of your ruler, you will be given the option to change the top and bottom scale to either millimeters, inches, or centimeters. Or you can choose to eliminate the top scale or the bottom scale by choosing none. You also have the option to show angle. When you're done looking at your options, make sure you click on your flip chart page. If you select close, it will close your ruler. If you hover near the end of your ruler, you'll get the double-sided arrow. This double-sided arrow allows you to click and drag, making your ruler bigger or smaller as you need it. If you hover near the corners of your ruler, you'll notice a half circle which allows you to rotate your ruler to the position you need it. As I'm rotating the ruler, you can see the angle is changing. When I'm back to 0, I know I'm truly horizontal. You can also choose the pen tool and annotate along the edge of the ruler to help your students measure. To do this, select the pen tool and hover over the edge of your ruler. Place your pen tool where you want to measure, click, and drag. When you're ready to close your ruler, click the folder in the middle of the ruler, then select Close. We want to get rid of our line, we'll click it, and then click the garbage can. I'm going to go ahead and move my caterpillar back since we're done with him. We're going to be utilizing the map picture for our next math tool. Once again, we're going to click Tools, Math Tools, and this time we're going to utilize the compass. We're going to start by looking at the pull-down menu located near the top of your compass. This will give you your compass options, such as radius, angle, and marking the center. Remember, do not click the close button unless you want to close out your compass. Just click on your flip chart page and the menu will disappear. If you hover over the compass until you see the crosshairs, then you may click and drag your compass wherever you need it. If you hover over the arms of the compass until you get the double-sided arrow, you can make your compass bigger or smaller, depending upon your needs. Next, hover near the tip of the pencil and you'll see the pen icon. Once you see the pen icon, you can click and drag and your pen will utilize the compass tool to create a circle. To exit out of the compass tool, you may click the pull-down menu and then select Close. I'm going to move our map back out of the way and we'll get rid of our circle. For the next tool, we're going to be utilizing the dice. So I'm going to pull my picture out. Follow the same process, Tools, Math Tools, and Dice Roller. Once you've opened up the dice roller, you can then decide the number of dice you wish to utilize and the speed at which you want the dice to move. This is also the place where you roll the dice. The last option for your dice roller is the Output to Flip Chart. When you select Output to Flip Chart, ActivInspire will add the 2 dice that you've just rolled and place their sum in number form on your flip chart. When you're ready to exit out of your dice roller, click the X in the upper right-hand corner. We'll get rid of our 7 and move our picture back out of the way. Interactive tools are not only fun, but they're great tools for making your students excited about math. To annotate on the desktop, click the Annotate tool in your main toolbox. The Annotate tools open a transparent background over the top layer of your flip chart, allowing you to use ActivInspire tools, such as the pen, highlighter, or eraser, to annotate over your desktop. You aren't limited to annotation tools either. You can access all of your math tools, your resources, and even your camera tool. When you're ready to go back to your flip chart, click on your Annotate button. Desktop tools will allow you to have access to a select set of tools outside of the ActivInspire software. When you click on Desktop Tools, ActivInspire will minimize to reveal your computer's desktop. In the center of the screen, you will notice a wonder wheel of tools you now have access to. Those tools include a camera, an on-screen keyboard, Promethean Planet, math tools which include a calculator, ticker tape, sound recorder, and clock. You also have access to a screen recorder, express poll, and when you're ready to return to your flip chart, just click the flip chart icon. Promethean Planet is your place to connect with other teachers, share and download lessons, advice, classroom resources, and professional development resources. There are over 90,000 resources available to you and over 100,000 members. To access Promethean Planet, you must go to the website www.prometheanplanet.com and create a free account. You'll be asked to enter in information. Once you've completed your info, you'll receive an email once your account has been created. You will click on the email link to verify your email and activate your account. Type in your username and password to sign in and then start enjoying the 90,000 resources available to you on Promethean Planet. If you need support with your Promethean products, you will first need to follow any district process that's already in place. For example, support tickets. If you still need to contact Promethean support, you can do so by logging into Promethean Planet, selecting the Support tab, and then Technical Support. Then you have the option to email Promethean's technical support or utilize the phone support. Keep in mind, phone support is not a toll-free number. This concludes your ActivPanel orientation.